Hello and welcome to the fourth annual Heart Softball Media Day. NAISB is excited to again host the 2025 edition of Heart Softball Media Day. I'm your host, Reagan Harrell. Next up, we're going to sit down and talk with the Grandview Vikings coach Lue Yasinich and Kylie Miracle. Coach Kylie, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all ready for some softball? I tell you, as soon as the ball drops for New Year's for me, it's like football is done. It is time to play some softball. I know y'all are chomping at the bit to get back out there.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Kylie. You're the talent. Have at it.
Yes, we're excited. We start back on Monday, so I think we're all kind of just waiting to get back, and we're really excited to start. Our fall was super exciting, so we're ready to start practice and then start some games.
Absolutely. Coach, just looking back at last year real quick, a really stellar season for the Vikings, another trip to the NAI opening round. Can you talk a little bit about last season and what it meant for the program to return to the national tournament?
It's such a big deal, Reagan, and that's our expectation every year is compete for the conference title, opening round. Certainly, the final site is icing on the cake. We all want that as well. But that is our expectation from day one, and from day one, whenever we talk to recruits, and year number 4 for her. So that's for Kylie. So that's what we expect to be doing.
Coach, you brought Kylie here with you at the media day. Can you just tell us a little bit about what she means to the Viking softball program?
Yes, I can. And she is a tremendous young lady, outstanding leader, and she's moved into that leadership role this year as a senior, and part of that leadership group that means so much to everybody's program. And she can speak, been in the program for 4 years, a starter for all 4 years. And, we tried talking to her in her 5th year, but apparently that's not going to work out. She's got to go teach. So that's where she's headed next.
Nice.
However, is an extremely quality leader, deep thinker, wants to know more and more about the program and about the game, and is a fantastic ambassador.
Kylie, have you thought much about what grade level you want to teach?
Yeah, ideally like third or fourth grade. I just got done student teaching in the fall, so I really enjoyed that. So hopefully somewhere third or fourth, but we'll see.
I know all about it. My mom taught middle school ELA for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Geez. Thank
Yeah,
her for her service, will you please?
absolutely. Many parents have, trust me. It's a special talent. Best of luck with you in your time post softball. But talking about softball, it's been a part of your family for a long time. Your dad's a longtime coach, one of the assistant coaches there. Can you tell us about what it's like having your dad on the coaching staff?
Yeah, it's great. Honestly, like I grew up having him kind of in the fall and spring, coaching here and there, but not necessarily for me in high school. So coming out of high school and having him here was really great just to have someone that I can spend extra time with, like at the facility or at the gym. And he's somebody that has continued to push me. So it's nice to have him to just push me to be my best. And have him there if I need some extra reps or anything. It's really nice.
Nice. Can you just tell us a little bit more about what the game of softball means to you?
Yeah, so I've grown up with softball ever since I was little, so it's been a part of my life. So it's definitely going to be hard next year not having it in my life since I've been playing it for so long, but it's just been obviously more than a game for me, just developing those relationships with other people. You become family with your teammates, and so it's been so fun because I've learned so many life lessons that I'll take with me for the rest of my life. So it's been definitely a blast, but also like learned a lot from it. So
Love it. Coach, can you tell us a little bit about your staff and what they mean to you personally and for your program?
Well, it's hard for me to say that without getting emotional. I'm so blessed in the staff that we have. How many is there? 3 or 4 former players that
yeah.
I don't know if they drank the Kool-Aid or whatever, but they've stayed around since their playing days. Um, 15 years, 16 years with me for her father and Coach Willer. and our pitching coach, Coach Farrell. And I'm so thankful for all of them, Coach Grishala as well. And it's that is where our success is because of our players and our assistant coaches. That is truly, I think, where a program is built, is based on those people that just give their lives, and they have other full-time jobs. They still come here for practices, games, have to take days off of work to be with these young ladies. And to me, again, I'm blessed to have the staff I do, and I can just sit around and get the buses and get the meal money and make sure we have lineups. And they get to do everything else, which is their passion, which makes it so much easier for me and so much more productive for our program and our young ladies.
It's a phenomenal program, Coach. One of the great programs that I've had the privilege of being able to cover and be around over last few years. And in fact, your team finished in the top 5 in the country, and the amount of NAIA scholar athletes from last year. How much did that mean to you, and how proud of you to see your athletes perform?
That makes a problem for me because they're smarter than I am. So I don't know. I'm the one that has to keep going and studying and trying to keep ahead of them. When you don't have to worry about those things as a coach with your players, this fall we were at a 3.82 as a team. It's the problem is they want to ask so many questions. We never get to practice because they want to ask questions about how do I do this or how can I get better at that, which is absolutely a blessing again. And when those things happen, oh man, we can get better at softball because we know they're taking care of those other important aspects of their lives.
Coach, I am very excited to see y'all compete. As we were talking before, y'all are going to come back down and play in that Polk County Triangle with Weber, Southeastern, Warner, as well as going over to Space Coast, but also be traveling to the Midwest to see you as you'll be coming to the first annual NAISB softball tournament in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We're really excited to have 4 Heart of America teams, including the Grandview Vikings. How excited are y'all for that opportunity?
We are extremely excited. It's going to be looking at our schedule and the teams that are there. First of all, you've done a great job in putting that together. There's so many aspects of putting a tournament together. And also when you don't live in the area, of relying on those people in that area. And it's going to be great. And we'll probably go get our butts kicked, but we're going to go play them. And it'll be great to see all of that talent that you have invited to be at one location. It'll be it's going to be a great event.
I appreciate it. I'm really blessed to have some great people around me. Like you said, boots on the ground there in Oklahoma. And we don't have to go too much into details here on that. But yes, we've had a great team putting that together, and I'm really excited for it. Kylie, how about for you and your teammates, first being part of that first group, playing there at a great complex there in Fire Lake at the NAISB tournament? Y'all pretty excited for that opportunity?
Yeah, we're all really excited. Obviously it'll be a long bus trip down there, but we are very excited because the competition is going to be great, and we've got high expectations for ourselves this season. So to be able to play that great of teams right away is going to be really good for us.
Love it. Very excited to have y'all down there. Kylie, you also make that trip to Florida, facing my alma mater, Weber International, as well as a couple of my former rivals in Warner and Southeastern. How much do you and your teammates look forward to making that trip?
I think that's a lot of our favorite trips out of the whole year is that, I mean, the weather's great and then you get to play some great teams as well. And so they all have beautiful campuses, beautiful fields. So we are just very lucky to play those teams and at those complexes. So we're excited because it's always great competition. And again, it's in February, so it's to start our season off. So we're always excited.
I'm excited to see y'all down here. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the team. Who are some newcomers that could shine and we should be excited to see?
Kylie and I were talking about that here just a couple of minutes ago, and we've had 2 transfers that have come into our program. One from Embry Riddle, catcher for them for 3 years, and she's doing her master's here. Samantha Holbert we're really excited to have her behind the plate. And Ella Tabor from Iowa Central Community College has come in and fit in great out in the outfield. We've got several freshman pitchers that are coming in. We're going to certainly rely on Maddie Huseman. She'll be our 5th-year senior pitcher. And I'm really excited to see everyone that has taken the next step in their softball development. And for sure, our leadership group, and our leadership group are our 4-year seniors, whether they've been varsity kids or not, they're part of the leadership group. And what that leadership group has done this year is very special in creating the culture and sharing the culture and building the belief in each other on the field, off the field. And that is a huge step in the right direction for this group, because every group's different every year. And this group, as a leadership group, has really come with certain ideas that they want to make sure they implement to further the program, to further everyone's involvement in feeling part of the softball program. And it's been so far a fantastic situation.
Kylie, I'd love to elaborate on that a little bit more. Can you tell us about that culture that Coach alluded to there, and go into what are some of the goals for that the team is set on for this season?
Yeah, so totally agree with everything Coach said. And in the fall, like we had those newcomers come in, transfers, and then incoming freshmen. And right from the get-go, we all just accepted one another. And just by the end of the fall, I mean, I was just telling him earlier, you wouldn't have even guessed. You couldn't even have picked out the newcomers. And so I think we've all just like our team chemistry is so great already after the fall. And truly, like we all just have this mindset of putting in the work, and just we all want to get better every single day and do what's best for our program. So I think that's huge. And we all don't care who gets the credit. We just want our team to have success. And so when it comes to those goals, we do want to, make it to nationals, but we also want to make it to Georgia as well and be in the top 8. Those are all goals. And I think with our conference as well in the Heart of America, it's a great conference. And so we would ideally love to, win that whole thing and win the tournament as well. So just, those wins obviously mean a lot, but I think truly we just want to be successful and be there for each other. And we're kind of a family right now, so continuing to grow in that way too. So,
Reagan, it's so special when it comes from the players.
Yes.
Talking like that.
Yes, absolutely.
And believing it, and the actions speak louder than their words.
Yeah, it's a great culture, and it's something that it's not just in the softball program. It's something that's in the overall athletic department there at Grandview. And it's why it's one of the more successful NAI athletic departments. And in fact, Grandview football just won the Heart's first ever football national championship against a fellow Sun Conference team. And
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I tell you, man, when I was up in Atchison in September for that game, the Benedictine Grandview game, and I saw that, I was like, that's the best team in the country. They are going to go on a run, and they absolutely did. How special was this season and bringing that national championship back to Grandview for the Des Moines community?
It was great, and I like to parallel a little bit. There's a little kind of a story behind that. Over the last summer, talking with Coach Woodley, and he was with our strength coach, and their theme heading into the fall, actually the summer and the fall, is we got to be tougher. We just got to be tougher, and we got to create ways within our practice schemes, within our strength and conditioning times. We whatever that magic is about being tougher, we need to find it to put ourselves in a position when it gets tougher in a game or the season, you're already prepared for it in other ways. And that was my theme with our strength and conditioning coach as well. Say, somehow we got to figure out how to be tougher. And I think we've created it. And I think our players, certainly the football guys, have responded to that and responded tremendously well for that. And our plan with our leadership group is that's where we need to be as well. And we tried to do that. We pushed him in practice sessions. I know Coach Peja in our strength and conditioning room, he's done the same thing. And that's the plan. They don't know about it yet, so don't even put that out on the video or on their email. They don't know that that was the plan. Our players don't, but it was that was the plan behind the scenes of what do we think we need to further our culture and our development, and that was it. And that's what we've come up with.
Well, I think if it ends in a red banner like it did for the football program, all parties will be pretty happy with it.
I would agree. Well said. Yeah.
One last question for y'all, a little bit of a fun one. Kylie, ask you first. You're leaving Grandview University. You guys stop at the gas station before y'all hit the road to Baldwin City or Atchison, wherever, for a Heart of America game. What are y'all going to be getting at the gas station for that ride?
Oh, that is a fun question. Let me think. Let's see.
Well, they got to pick it from the QT and
Yeah, I
exit
was gonna say.
14 down there just north of Kansas City, because that's our stop on the way down to you guys, down there to Atchison. And yeah, so it's got to come from the QT.
The QT, got it.
Yeah.
If it's from the QT, it would be a grilled cheese. They have a good grilled cheese. So
Grilled, I think that might be a first for that one, but I like it. What about you, Coach? What we getting?
Oh man. Oh, that's a tough one. Sometimes it might be a donut. Sometimes it might be something a lot more healthy than that. Kind of depends on the day and how far we traveled and where we're stopping, and then how far we have to go. It's not a lot for me. I try to go lean before a game. I just don't want a lot of that stuff sitting in me when I get to a game.
I understand, but hard to beat a good donut early in the morning, man.
Oh man, yes, it certainly is. We got good ones around us too.
Well, Coach Kylie, thank you so much for joining us for Media Day, and best of luck this season. I'll be seeing a lot of y'all real soon.
Sounds great.
thank
Anything else?
you.
Reagan, I do want to thank you very much for what you're doing so far. I know every time I see you, I try to thank you for what you're doing, but now you've gone together with the Heart as as your first conference to really explode. And I know your passion for what you do for us is absolutely appreciated to a very high degree.
Thank you, Coach. And like I said at the top, I'm so excited for this opportunity. I mean, great people, Nick and Tyler at the head of it, man. Y'all got some great people in the Heart, and it's an honor to get to work with y'all this season.
Yep, I agree with that as well. Better get on to your next school.
Yes, sir.